Hello, my name is David Heah, and it is my great privilege and pleasure to be the Cathedral Organist here at St Peter's Cathedral, Adelaide. This is the first of a short series of videos which will take you on a virtual tour through the 1929 Hill and Son Norman and Beard Cathedral organ, which was recently restored by Harrison and Harrison Limited of Durham between 2017 and 2018. Sitting here at the console, where the organist plays the instrument from, the first thing we notice, which is different to a piano one might be familiar with, is that we have 4 keyboards or manuals here. On an English cathedral organ, the names of these manuals are the solo division, the swell, the grate, and the choir. Each keyboard controls a different department or division of the organ, and each of these divisions have different colours and sounds which make up the unique orchestra that is the pipe organ. Up here on the solo we have things like trumpets and tubas. On the swell division we have pipes which were enclosed inside a box, which allows us to provide crescendos and diminuendos. Here on the grate division, on our third manual, this is an unenclosed division and is what we're probably most familiar with in terms of the sound of an organ. And finally, on the choir division, we have a series of solo stops as well as softer accompanying sounds. One key difference when playing the organ compared to a piano is that the keys aren't touch sensitive. What this means for an organist is that regardless of how softly or hard one plays the note, the volume is exactly the same. In order to change the volume, what we do is a craft called registration, where we blend different colours and sounds of stops. These colours are controlled by these draw stops here either side of the organist. What we can do is vary the volume as well as the colour of the sound by adding and subtracting these. Here's an example. Apart from being able to register by hand, we also have a series of playing aids, in this case thumb pistons, and these allow us to make very rapid changes in the registration. Down here on the grate we have 6 of these, and here's an example of how they work. When playing the instrument, not only is the organist concerned with their registration and playing across 4 different manuals, but we also have a 32-note pedal board underneath us. This allows the organist to play the pedal division, which are the lower notes of the organ, and add that really strong bass line that we're so used to hearing. Apart from playing the pedal board and the pedal notes, there are also some swell shoes. Some pipes inside the organ are enclosed inside what we call a box, and one side of that box has a series of shutters. By opening and closing those shutters using the swell pedal, we're able to get the effects of crescendo and diminuendo. In the next video, we'll be venturing inside the organ to have a look at what all these things here at the console are actually controlling and how we make sound with this wonderful instrument.